Man, we're getting a big dump right there. Chris Bumstead trading. Appreciate that, man. Interesting that we just dumped like that. See if I'm missing any news. Oh my gosh, dude. Completely forgot today's my girlfriend's birthday. It's fucked up. Oopsie. Look at this dump, man. Got a breaker with a bearish gap inside of it, kind of. I don't really know, man. This is kind of just doing its thing. There's not really. It's kind of reversing right in the middle of the range right there. It's not a whole lot that you could do to predict that move coming like that, in my opinion. I mean, swept London, I guess you could say, and then just immediately turned around. Is that what I'm seeing? Kinda, I guess. Let's see how low this goes. What's up, man? Good morning. Good morning. C-Bump Trades. Appreciate that. Prop. We're trading personal capital, but I do have prop firm accounts also with Apex and with Take Profit Trader. Day 2, no trading. Feeling good. Only checked that my real strategy worked. Very nice. Can I get started with 20? I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'll be completely honest with you. What's your name? Top something. And I say this with just complete sincerity. I'm not giving you a hard time. If you're asking that question, you're not ready to spend a single dollar on trading yet because you don't know enough and you're just going to waste money. So what I would do, there's so much free information out there, man, or woman. I won't let me click on your thing. There's so much free information out there that you can absorb and learn from prior to spending a single dollar. that I would not recommend spending any money until you have kind of exhausted those avenues, and then once you feel comfortable or you get an idea of what's really going on here, then you can go to a paper account, start trading on that. And once you've kind of built up some solid results on your paper account, that's when I would spend some money on getting a prop firm account. So there's multiple steps to get to before you ever spend a single dollar. What is something I wish I knew before I started out? Exactly what I just said. Because I was an idiot and didn't do proper research, and I started trading Forex with my own personal capital before I knew a single thing about price action or anything, and ended up losing it all. So what I'm telling you is based on my own experience. Do not start trading until you've really established a good foundation. Yeah. It's like, hey, I see these guys on TikTok and YouTube. They're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, man. It must be easy. I'm going to jump in there and, I'm going to make a little bit. And then you dump 500 in, lose it. All right, I'm going to dump 500 more, lose it. All right, this time, my problem was I didn't have enough in there. So I'm going to dump 1,000 in there this time. And it's like, you can prevent doing that by just starting to educate yourself before. What's up, C-Bum? It's not a get-rich-quick kind of job. Screen time's cruel. Absolutely, man. This takes you years. It took me almost 4 years before I got a single dollar back. But the thing is, once you start getting that money back, it comes quickly. And the reason it took me so long is because I wasn't doing the right things, man. You can start making money a lot quicker than that, but you gotta go through the proper channels, the proper steps, and have some respect for the process. Bri, that's awesome, man. Call it a day. Yeah, it's true. Um, yeah, it's what do you take away from it? Do you allow it to be like an ego challenge where you're like, you take it personally, or you just say, hey, what went wrong here? What can I learn? You're going to lose in trading. It's a question of how good of a loser are you? What I'm looking for is the sweep. I don't really know why we started pushing down like that, but what I'd like to see is a sweep of London and then push higher. But hopefully we're not trying to make up this full. I'm hoping that we're not trying to make up this move right here. What I want to see is a tap into the. Is this a 2-hour gap here? Yeah, might even be a 4. Yeah, 4 hours. So we're tapping into this 4 hour. I want to see us tap into London, sweep London, which would tap into this 4-hour inversion here, and then push higher, targeting all-time highs or at least Asia high. That would be my ideal day. Sorry. On Top Step, you can't even see them candles. It's just a big gap. You might have your settings, your electronic trading settings at the bottom where it says regular trading hours. You need to turn it to electronic trading hours. That could be the reason. Or maybe there's an issue with Top Step. That's very, very possible. I have to go take 2 Japanese quizzes at 11, and then a third at 3:30. Got about 100 different words that I have floating around in my head right now. Man, that would be a big drop. I mean, it's always possible. We've seen some crazy stuff. I don't rule anything out, man. I've learned, been doing this enough where I would never say, yeah, that's not going to happen. You can see Trump could tweet one thing and the market could go to the basement. What made you want to learn Japanese? I felt like inducing a stroke every single day. Nah, it's fun, man. I don't know. I really like the Japanese culture. My original plan when I went back to school was to apply to law school, which I'm still on that track. And I wanted to have something on my transcript that was a little different than just like Spanish or French or something pretty mainstream. I wanted to have something that looked challenging and that kind of stood out, kind of fluffed my application a little bit, which, Japanese and Mandarin, those are 2 languages that really kind of make you stand out. But I also just love the Japanese culture. It's very interesting to me. The people, I love the people. What am I trading? This is NASDAQ futures and S&P futures in general. Would like London low then back up. Exactly. Yeah, we're pushing into a 4-hour gap here, and a 4-hour inversion. I'd like to see London low get taken and then strong move up. That would be nice. That would be really nice. So you can understand Asian session. That's the whole reason I took it, man. I wanted to be able to trade Asia. That's funny. Appreciate the gifts and the likes. Nora, Hannah, Toothless, Joseph, Nar. Appreciate you guys. Lumberjack. I'm working on it. We're growing this baby out. Growing my hair and growing my beard. It'll look like a Viking by the spring. Grow it out and braid it. That's the plan. Tyrone, yeah, I'm relatively bullish, man. I want to see London get taken, and then I think we'll push up higher, but we'll see. Staying patient. Not going to take any dumb trades. Just want to make sure we're convinced. Staying disciplined. Trade reversals, yeah. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of continuations, although, I mean, they do work, but I like us. What I'd like to see is sweeping a major level like London low here, and then a reversal up to the next draw on liquidity, which in this case would be either this swing high or Asia high. That would be ideal. You on gold, Scott? Yeah, you must be. Those call outs. I was watching gold pretty closely last night, man. It's interesting how it moves. It's aggressive. It moves pretty aggressively. I haven't traded it yet. I don't know it well enough yet. I might trade it on paper to kind of get familiar with it, but I would not risk any of my personal capital on it yet. It moves aggressively. I like it. I mean, it makes some big moves. I'm just not familiar with it. What are we thinking today? What's the buys? I'd like to see London get taken. I'd like to see a strong push out of this zone right here. And I would like to target Asia high or all-time highs. That area. These draws up here. We'll see, though. Play it by ear. I drew these, but I do have an indicator that gives me a it shows those, and then I mark those out manually. So I have this session indicator, and then I draw out the levels. Yep. Pretty textbook. That's what we would like to see. Two minutes till market open. Pushing back up a little bit here. This could just be a little manipulation for this dip down. There's a lot of liquidity lower on the book map. It's a strong push up. Spaceman BTC is this indicator. I like this. Touch basically right into that 4-hour mid and then turn right back around. I don't necessarily define my entry based on a time frame. Obviously, the lower the better because you can get more precise. But I like to see what time frame it presents itself, such as if we get a drop right here, get a little push back up, and then a sweep, that potential breaker formation, I'd like to see a gap form inside of that. So obviously this is completely hypothetical, but let's say we get a breaker like right here. I'd like to see a FEG inside of a bullish FEG inside of this, and whatever time frame that presents itself on, that tap back into that would be what I would enter on. Yeah, this is NASDAQ and this is ES and NQ. We trade both, whatever looks cleaner at the time. Spaceman BTC shows those purple levels that I just had. It's free, trading view. at that. Let's get a sweep here. Yeah, this is NQ. About 4 years. This is ES, NQ. Strong liquidity down lower here. Right at 25,260. It's a big liquidity pool all the way down to 250. So what we'd like to see is a touch into this area here and a reversal, but we'll see if we get that. There we go. It's a strong push down. Yeah, that's what we're hoping for, Nick. London low and then a reversal back up. We'll see, though. We're going to stay patient. ES is kind of meandering up there. I would like to see ES take it, too. I don't want to just see NQ take it, but we'll see. We'll take what it gives us. Dropping down to the 1 minute here. We are trading inside of this 4-hour gap and touching. If we hit London, we're going to touch into that 4-hour inversion bullish. So we'll see what we get. Wow. Just middle of the range turnaround there. This is still going to go lower. It has to, right? You would think. So I'm just going to edge our London low there and then go up. Trading platform do you use? This is TradingView that I'm on right now. Trading, my broker is AMP. I also trade prop firms with Take Profit Trader and Apex. $25,252. Yeah, that lines up with where the liquidity is here on the chart. ES must be pushing. Yeah, dude, what is up with that? ES doesn't want to take it. I want to see London before I get involved. If it just reverses here, I'm just going to watch it go because I have no – my first requirement is a sweep to get in here. I don't believe we're going to leave that. And if we do, oh well. I think we're going to push into these this 5-minute gap right here and then reverse back down, but we'll see. Yeah, here we go. ES inverted that 5 minute to the upside. It's getting trapped in this one though. Yeah, this is going lower, man. It's got to. And then it'll go up. Hopefully. Hopefully. It doesn't just keep dumping. Strange. Good morning. Good morning. What up? I don't like Asia setting all-time high. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? ES is starting to push higher. Appreciate the follow, Nick. Yeah, we're a little bit decoupled here. A little bit. I still think NQ wants to take this. There's tons of orders down there on ES too on the book map. Maybe I could be completely backwards where ES is going to take Asia high and then dump to London low. That'd be interesting. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that, man. This is interesting how it seems to be trapped right here. Just inverted that other 5 on the on ES. A couple of big orders stacked up at 67.80 right up here. Inverted, trapped the buyers and then dumped on them. Stops are probably right below this. I would imagine if people are long in this, maybe wick low. Indecisive. Well, it depends on the time frame. If you see long wicks on the 1 like this, it's just it's volatile price action. Price is moving. Here comes London, hopefully. Yeah, yes, just turned around too. Interesting. Here it comes. ES has got a pretty long way to go, so NQ could keep dumping for a minute potentially. How did I not mark that? Oh, that's from today. I'm tripping. Yeah, NQ could keep dumping for a minute because of ES having to catch up, but we'll see. Next low would be down here, New York AM low from whenever, 25-114. I don't know that we'll go that low because we're dipping into this 4 hour now. As soon as TradingView decides to catch up. But we, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. We'll see if we get price turning around here. ES is starting to dump. We're getting close to London low there. There's still orders lower on the book map. Tons of orders lower on ES. All the way down to 67.50, which is way down here. Always expect the unexpected, yeah. The ES turning around. No. So what I'd like to see here, potentially, this is only a breaker. Price breaks back through it, obviously. I marked these early. But then we got a 1 minute inside of there, don't we? We got a 1 minute here. I don't like that. Let's see what happens here. Could be a continuation lower. One hour candle hasn't closed. It's got 15 minutes. No. Got to wait for candle closures for an inversion to be valid. Potential breaker here if we push back up. Would be nice. I think ES is going to want to take these lows first. Bookmap is lit up heavy lower, man. This could just be a dump for most of the AM session here. I would like to see longs. Mike, I mean, I'll take whatever, but we thought my thought going into the session was we'd get a sweep of London and then we'd target Asia high back up here. So we're waiting to see kind of what price wants to do in this level at this point. We invert this 3, I would be interested. It's a big 2 right there too. So wiki right there, man. So wiki. Nah, no trades. No trades yet. Yeah, we're just being patient here. We did get a sweep of London. Yo, I'm streaming right now. I'll call you back. What'd you say? You're up 3. Are you shorted? Nice. Is that funded or is that eval still? Nice. There you go. Lock yourself out. All right. Bye. One of my brothers. Yeah, there's still orders lower here. ES coming close to London. Like I said, I think that we'd want to take that on ES before NQ wants to turn around, but we'll see. ES is lit up down to 650, 6750. So this could dump even lower, man. We I could be missing out on the shorts right here. Bookmap's lit up all the way down to there. Didn't have the C-bump traded. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. $190 next support on NQ. Yeah, just stay patient. Stay patient. ES swept and turned around quickly down here. I don't know if you'd even they didn't even get a candle closure below it, but it did pick up those orders. NQ's turning around here. Let's see. Look at that. This is you guys need to be real careful with this price action. Strange. That flick. Did you guys see that? $2K on the day. Very nice, man. Would you call that a breaker right there, potentially? ES did not give us a clean sweep down here, but it could be enough. I am tempted to get in this. Yeah, so quiet. Just trying to lock in, man. That's why we stay patient. Yeah. So ES must not be satisfied with that. Yeah, I was waiting for the inversion of that one. Bouncing around, man. That was the 4 hour. Trying to figure out what price wants to do here. Bouncing back and forth, ES and NQ. So there's a full sweep on ES. Tapping into that 4 hour now, getting close. Order stacked up here on Bookmap. just to blow it all. Damn, man, you were leveraged out the yin yang. You could just be making up the majority of this move from yesterday, which would be wild, but we'll see. Now Bookmap is freezing on me. Just inverted that 4 hour. Would like to see the reversal, yeah. We just inverted this 4 hour gap here. This could just bleed. Really could. Could just bleed. Inverted that 1 and the 4. About to tap into this other gap. A lot of buy orders stacked up at 25,200. This would be a key level right here to see what happens. 25,200. Does my heart race? No. If it does, I'm over leveraged. Those are signs that you got to pay attention to when you're journaling and stuff. I mean, I get a little bit of a elevated heart rate, but it's not like when I first started. You get like the sweaty palms and whatnot. There's nothing wrong with that, Mike. I got to go to class in about an hour also. So if you don't see something, don't force it. No, you'll see it on the screen if I'm in a trade. Yeah, definitely lower sizing if you're new, um, and if you're having those sorts of reactions. It should be. Trading should be boring, man. It should be. You should have a set plan that you execute like a robot, and it should be. It should get really boring. Some big orders still stacked lower here, so kind of be surprised if it didn't take those first, but we'll see. Futures. This is futures, Sarah. Nasdaq futures, S&P futures. It's kind of shady price action here. There's a lot of orders being left down low. There's not a whole lot above here, so I'm not really sure what price is getting attracted to. I think we get one more dump potentially, and then the move higher, but I could be wrong. That's what I would anticipate. There we go. I'd like to see it come to this 200 level and then potentially reverse. It's a big order. Some big orders on Bookmap. From what I'm seeing, that's why I have this line marked. Yeah, usually I'm live every day. Every day that I can. Sometimes I have school going on, so I can't. But see if we can get the sweep of these orders that are waiting down here, and then appreciate that. Appreciate the follow. It's interesting. It is pretty bad PA here. Surprised it doesn't take these big orders down at 200, but it might just leave them. Isaiah, what up? If you go look at my story, you can see it. Mike, it's been pretty solid this month. Patience final boss. I just have a gut feeling that it wants to come down here one more time before it goes higher. Is anyone else feeling that way? I mean, from what I'm seeing on the book map, man, that's what it looks like. I could be completely wrong. More orders, more orders coming in up higher now. I think so too, man. I think it's going to want to drop again. This is very true. And each candlestick, if you think about it, is, pardon my language, but fucking somebody's day up. Because you know people aren't being patient in this. You know somebody longed it right here. Now they're getting ready to get stopped out. You know that somebody was short probably right here. They got stopped out with this candle. This is not something I want to be involved with. Yeah, that's smart, man. If you're, it's not a bad idea just to call it a day. Stop profit and take loss. Yeah. Inverted that one. Look at that. Watch it run away now. This feels like seek and destroy price action here. Oh, this is the 1 minute. I bounce around though, Nick. No, that's not. 5 minute. It touched into the 5 minute and turned right back around real quick. We'll see if it inverts it. You got 2 minutes until that candle closes. ES is looking a little cleaner right now. UTC is negative, UTC 4. We're going to give this a shot. We'll see how it reacts in this 15 that it's running up into here. Nah, no FOMO. We broke structure. 5 minute close, inverted that gap. Clear V-shaped recovery. Stops below that 5 minute candle. Oh no, you're good, man. It very well could fail. This price action is not. It's not feeling too. Not too confident in it, but we'll see. That's why I kind of put a little bit of a wider stop. This is ES, by the way. Struggling on these 15s that it's tapping into a little bit. Here we go. You're in NQ. Nice. My TP's up. Full TP's up at New York AM high. Or is that? Yeah, New York AM high previous. I don't know that. That's pretty ambitious. Might take a couple off here at Asia high. It could just fail right here. Could just get absolutely cooked. Touching into those 15s and rejecting out of it, so that's not ideal. I'm going to mark those out. Yeah, get a little bit of a pushback there. Not either. This is not ideal PA, man. It's right below that 5-minute candle. It's kind of a long stop, but we've been pretty wicky here, so giving it a little room to breathe. This is shit, man. Buying high. We flipped that 5-minute gap, formed another 5-minute bullish gap. That's why we entered there. Had a clean sweep down here. Clear sweep. 2 candle closures below London low. Stops below the 5-minute candle. Clear draw and liquidity of Asia high. Target full TP would be up there at New York AM high from yesterday. Tapping into a 4-hour bullish fair value gap. 4-hour bullish inversion. 1 hour, 2 hour. So plenty of Yeah, I'm long. Toothless. Off of this 5-minute inversion. If this 5-minute inversion and 5-minute bullish gap don't hold, then I don't know. And looky there. Shit in the bed already. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not stopped out yet. Just made 79,000 off the drop. Hell yeah, dude. You need to start streaming so I can watch you. Yeah, this is definitely getting stopped out. Stop that on NQ. Yeah, this is getting stopped out too. I'm right there with you guys. Boom. Well, looks like we're going to have our first red day in the past 12 days. This is day 13, so it happens. Unfortunately. You're up 10 today. Hey, you're doing better than me, man. You should. You should start streaming. Jimothy, that's hilarious, man. I've heard people say that before. It's like the market does the exact opposite of what you're thinking. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people got cooked on that right there. I would imagine. It's going to hit this level that I had marked previously where all those orders were stacked up. You got 276 orders stacked up right here. It's unfortunate. About 4 years, spoof. What's the top difference in top step eval funded in Apex? Biggest difference is probably the intraday trailing drawdown on Apex. and then it just edges that level, turns around for no reason. There's nothing on the book map there that would have caused that. This is just seek and destroy, man. Seek and destroy. YouTube, Jonathan. I would go to YouTube. There's a ton of free information on there. Anyone in particular? Check out T-Trades. That's who I would recommend. T-Trades. You could go to ICT himself, but T-Trades has some good stuff. No news today. I don't think there's existing home sales tomorrow. That's yellow or orange folder. First red folder news day, I think, is Friday. Or is it Thursday? Yeah, Friday's when all the news is. You got core CPI and PMI. All that's on Friday. So, yeah, Friday is going to be – that could be why price is acting so wonky. It's just kind of like – could be part of it. They're making up for the fact that they couldn't release that data previously because of the government shutdown. I think they're required by law to do something. I don't know. I've read into it and I forgot what I read. I got too much other stuff on my brain. Yeah, you're right there, you know. Yeah, shutdown's still going on. I'll show you guys the book map. The book map looks pretty ugly right now, to be honest. So that is what the book map looks like right now. Usually this is this is ES. That's still thin too. This is just not ideal. It's not super empty. If you've seen me show this before, this is usually lit up like crazy. So definitely not ideal. Lumberjack, can you stop all the chopping? I'm in here with no stop loss. Pray for me. Jeez, man. Not 10:30. I have today's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have class at 12:30. That's when my first class is. But I have to go to Japanese to take a couple of quizzes at 11. It opens at 11. I got to be in there sometime after that. It's office hours. Yeah, the red is orders. So I'll show it to you again because some of you are probably curious how that all works. So you see that sweep right there. I don't know if you can see that on the, let's zoom in a little bit for you. So we just swept some orders right there. You can see that indicates a sweep. So you see how that kind of disappeared? You can see how that big red line where it says 132 disappeared. You can see down at where it says 317, those are orders stacked up down there, 25,200. That's where that line was that I had on the chart. But price basically went right next to it and didn't sweep it. So it's kind of, like I said, it's a pretty wonky price action. Now we're going up, and there's really nothing, there's not a whole lot up here above. So I don't know what's really driving price right now. The order book is super thin. This is ES. There's a little more action on ES. But those are still pretty thin too, man. On like from a regular day, this is super thin from what a regular day usually looks like. So that might just be me switching back and forth. It's not glitchy. That's from me messing with it, trying to show it to you guys. It's smooth on my screen. See if that looks better. Do you think Bookmap is helpful? Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah, this is Bookmap shot. Yeah, so if you see, can I show you the top? So you can see like the gauge there. So dark red is like a bunch of orders. Yellow's not as many orders. You can see how it kind of it's a scale there. So it's a heat map basically based on that. Smaller orders, yeah. So it's interesting. I definitely think it's useful. I'm from North Carolina, United States. It's like $100 a month, around there, Jimothy. Like $100 a month. Yeah, Ari, I do. I'm in school full time, but I trade. If you mean like, is this my main source of income? Yes. Yeah, I'm live every morning. I start the stream around 9 or 9:30 prior to market open. How much do I make after taxes? Enough to pay my bills, man. Enough to pay all my bills and pay for school. And to put some away and save. I hope that plays out, Nathan. I hope we invert this gap to the upside here so you can get that. We got 30 seconds till it closes. No, we took one, Dean. Stopped out for negative 160. Took a long right here. Well, the inversion's gone, but there was a 5-minute inversion in here. Opened it on the inversion. Target first TP was Asia high. Got stopped out. First red day of the past 2 weeks. How much tax on trading? Depends on how you've set up your. If you're trading through an LLC, it's different. If you're trading through just your as personal income, it's different. If you're trading through prop firms, it's different. If you're trading personal capital, it's different. It's all different, bunch of different ways. Personal capital operates under the 60-40 rule, so it's 60% long-term gains, 40% short-term gains. So it's different tax rates. Prop firms are taxed at a 1099, so as a contractor. Tax benefits to run it through an LLC if you do that. Write a bunch of stuff off. No, I'm done for the day, man. I'm about to close this down. I'm going to take that L and call it a day and not make. I mean, I'm up. I was up 12,000 for the for the month so far, a little over 12,000, and we just took a 160 loss. So I'm not going to compound that. I'm just going to call it a day and come back tomorrow. I don't like this PA. No need to force it. Was wrong once. Don't need to be wrong again. No, that was on one account. It was negative 160 on one account, the personal capital account. Yeah, I use prop firms too. Yeah, right now I'm using Apex and Take Profit Trader. I just use the only real indicator I use right now is the fair value gap one, just to spot them out easier, so I'm not manually doing it by eye. And then for the sessions, when I'm marking out my chart in the morning, I use a session indicator to show me the highs and the lows. Do you ever get the 20 accounts with Apex? I had them, Dean. Yeah, I did, and I blew them all. I blew 20 funded Apex accounts and 5 funded TPT accounts at the end of September. It was a rough, believe it or not, it was a rough day. That happened in one day because I overtraded, and I was a dumbass and didn't follow my rules, over-leveraged, overtraded, couldn't take a loss. It's a learning lesson, man. Yeah, I had taken a payout, taken several payouts on my TPT accounts, and I'd taken one payout on the Apex accounts, on not all of them, but I think on 9 or 10 of them I had taken a payout on. But I blew them all in one day. It was rough, man. I broke just about every rule that I have. I broke that day. Don't know why. It was a great day. I wasn't having anything. I mean, it was a great day. Like, other than trading, like, it wasn't like I had something bad going on in my life and I just like I took it out emotionally on the charts. Everything was good, man. And then I lost one trade, and I had been up so much that I justified taking another trade. And I instead of sizing in half after losing a trade, I doubled my sizing to make back my losses and to try to get into profit. And moved my stop loss a couple times. Yeah, just a combination of really bad decision making. Like rookie stuff. So this month I've been building back. Oh, it was really bad, Dean. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking, dude. It's like I was a different person for a day. Gym session after the blown account. Deep go. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. That's me all the time. Yeah, you got to get tired of that, though, man. I'm sick and tired of doing that. I mean, I'll have like months at a time where I do really well, and then all of a sudden I'll blow up, and I'm trying to prevent that. So had to go today, down 160. Took a stop, took a trade off the inversion of the 5-minute on ES. Right in here. This 5-minute. Got into profit by $80 or so, and then price just completely dumped. So yeah, we'll be back at it tomorrow. I'll be live here at between 9 and 9:30. I'll be back. So you guys be good. Don't overtrade. Don't be stupid. You know what you need to do to be successful. Just make it happen. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being here. God bless you guys.